Hello everyone, today I'm looking at Pokémon Stadium 2 on the N64. This was a really interesting, fun game. I really didn't know how to feel about it because I guess at the time I actually did not play Pokemon as a kid. It was something I got into kind of later, and so this was, I guess, technically my first Pokemon game, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but I definitely didn't enjoy it as much as I would the real Pokemon games, essentially. But I always thought it was really cool. Oh, we have this 3D space, and I have my Pokemon, and this is how he uses his attack. And so it's a remix of like the stuff that we already know, just with a lot fancier graphics and stuff like that. And for a long time, I thought, it kind of makes me wonder why people don't prefer this style of game. I guess the other Pokemon style is just a lot better. But what I love are all the different effects, the kind of different attacks, how they have a really cool, again, a special effect, and how the graphics on the N64 worked. There's just a lot of really cool stuff in this game. And so, yeah, this gets you familiarized with all the basic Pokemon attacks, like, Flash, Swift. I think it was really interesting to how they did Swift in a 3D space. It kind of sends out these star attacks, because you always, attack first, I guess. And then there were some attacks, like lightning, surf, whatever, fire that, are very kind of obvious. And I remember as a kid, I just really didn't understand weaknesses and whatever. And so I just tried to beat the game as fast as I could. Or really, honestly, let's be honest, we actually spent all of our time on the mini games, of which there were many. The Lickitung one, the chopping one, all the mini games in this game that were meant for party games were much more entertaining and a lot of fun. Also, I found it to be kind of complicated to make up my Pokemon squad. I had no idea who was good at what, and I would just put in random characters most of the time. But yeah, some of the effects in this game, like Megaton with self-destruct. Surf was actually really cool because you basically flood the entire stage, essentially. It just looks really cool. This is more like a game that is a love letter to existing Pokemon players who wanted to see their guys kind of in a brighter 3D space and see what they were capable of or what they looked like. But for me as a newcomer to the franchise, I don't think I appreciated this as much as I could have, since the main aspect of the game is the strategy of the classic 2D ones. But I could see this kind of taking off, as a different version of Pokemon. Definitely my favorite mini games in this game. There is the Eevee one, the Chansey one. I really love that one, where you have to catch the eggs in the pocket. The Togepi one was pretty cool. The Golbat one was kind of nifty. The Scyther one, I think, was definitely my favorite, because you just had to hit, the log exactly on the line, exactly at the right time. And so that was really just a reaction time test. But that was a lot of fun, honestly. You had the one with the ferret-looking Pokemon. I only really know Pokemon from Gen 1 and maybe some from Gen 2, and then I just really stopped caring. And so I like the fact that as soon as the thing would come up, you'd have to dash in and grab the item. So yeah, I thought this was a great multiplayer game, a great mix of little, rules and... Yeah, but I thought this was a really great game. A lot of soul. And again, I'm surprised there wasn't a sequel to this at some point down the line, because Pokemon is such a huge franchise. I mean, they created a Pokemon fighting game, but I always thought Pokemon Stadium was just a really cool looking, feeling kind of thing. And again, it just added a more 3D space to see all those cool moves in action. And again, the sound effects for all these games was just phenomenal. It just made a really cool, great first impression for someone who wasn't really familiar with Pokemon, and it just was just a lot of fun to play in general. And again, we really played mostly the friggin' mini games, while the rest of it was the playing the actual game was actually too stressful. It was too confusing and difficult, but it was still fun playing against other players and stuff like that, and just seeing all the cool effects and all the moves in motion. Anyway, guys, this is a kind of a short one. I just really like this game. I kind of wanted to make it see a comeback. But yeah, that's kind of it for now. Bye.